Thank you for joining us again, and we would like to dedicate this segment of Daily Zohar to the Refuah Shlema of Yosefa Bat Chava, Yitzchak Kadesh ben Devorah, Bechor ben Penir, Rachamim ben Larissa, and our anonymous helper that we have her name in mind, and to the Parnasah of Yonatan ben Rachamim, Ilan ben Etzion, and Fegel Sarah Bat Reuven Leiv. If you would like to donate or sponsor a shiur, you can do so through our PayPal account if you log into Yeshiva Etzion.com. And if you want to contact us, questions, requests, remarks, etc., at Rabbi Gaon at gmail.com. The Zohar says, Rabbi Chia said, Sfat emet tichon la'ad, va'ad argia lashon sheker. A truthful language, word, safa means, really means a lip, but really refers to here to words, language, of emet, truth, would be established forever and ever. La'ad, va'ad. Forever and ever. Argia lashon sheker. I would calm down the language of falseness, of lies. Bore, come and see. Im kol bnei haolam hayu ovdim lasheker. If most of the people of the world would worship a lie, haya ken shayu mitbatlim. It would have been so, and they would do absolutely nothing. Aval ha'or, but the light, ve'azohar, and the splendor, ha'meir min hashemesh, comes the light from the sun, vadayu. The sun, the light that comes from the sun, it's real, it's for sure. V'chen ha'kochavim sheberu marakia, and so are the stars in the sky. They're also real. Emet hem. And if where there's stupidity and lack of knowledge, and people call them and refer to them as gods, Kadosh Baruch Hu is not going to destroy the people because of that. This is understood. I mean, the buffoons, they're then stupid. And a person who is mentally challenged, you can't hold him accountable for his actions. So is that. I mean, it's a level of that. Aval gam le'atid lavo lo yichlu ha'kochavim va'orot min ha'olam. Even for the future, natural phenomena, or natural things like the sun and the stars are still going to be. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not going to take the people or take that stars from the world, right? They're going to still stay there. Ela michle. But who is going to be wiped out from this world? Ele shovdim lahem hem yechalu. Those who worship them, they know what they do, and they worship them. There's, if a person worship the sun, so what do you want HaKadosh Baruch Hu to take away the sun? But you have a choice. You know what it is. You know that God is God, and you chose to worship the sun. So therefore, you do so willingly. You're not an imbecile, a person who is mentally challenged, who does it because I don't know. That's what we do. I don't know. You're talking about people who do have sechel. People do have intellect, which is really fascinating to me. To everything in life, we want to know, we want to explore, we want to know the reason why, and so on and so forth. We're like king and queens of gossip and everything. We would like to investigate, and so when it comes to God, we don't want to know anything. I just don't want to know it. It's too big for me. I can't know that. Okay, so that's a problem. It's a stira. It's a contradiction in the way we do things. It's fascinating. So, elu she'ovdim lahem em yichalu. Those who they worship are the ones who are going to get wiped out. V'kachu, sfat emet tichon la'ad. A truthful word would last forever. Who are these? Eluhem Israel. These are the Jews. She'em sfat emet. Sfat, language, words of truth. She'omrim, and what do they say? Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. God is our God, and God is one. We explained that right now we're reading Parashat Ki what? Kitisa. And Parashat Kitisa we have the 13 midot, the 13 midot that we call the different qualities of Hashem, which again correspond with the 13 qualities, 13 midot שהתורה נדרשת בהם, and the Mekubalim put one against the other, and one refers to one, and so on and so forth. In the Kriyat Torah, we says, "Vayavor Hashem al panav vayikra Hashem." There is a pasuk, Hashem kel rachum mechanun erech apayim, and so on and so forth. There are some people who don't do it. They say, "Vayavor al panav vayikra Hashem Hashem." Hashem Hashem, זה לא הולך ככה. It doesn't work like this. Why? Because there's no Hashem Hashem. There's only one Hashem. ויעבור על פניו ויקרא Hashem, pasuk. Hashem told Moshe, what are you going to say? Hashem, El, Rachum, Chanun, Erech, Apayim. How you divide internally, again, the different counts to the 13. Some divide Erech from Apayim, and so on and so on. El, Rachum, depends how. That's fine. That's something else. But Hashem, how are you going to interpret this one thing? But Hashem, you have to realize to start with Hashem is one. If we say Shema, Shema, if we say Modim, Modim, Mashtikin oto, right? Don't ever think that there is another attribute or there is a shituf, there is a combination of different things, You know what I'm talking about. There is not even in Kabbalah when people think, there is Adam Kadmon, that's one thing. There is the Atika Kadisha, and then there is Zerampin, Abba, Ima. They think it's different things that work there. It's absolutely not. If you think so, you're better off, please go back to basics. Go read, you're better off read Chumash, just like that. And don't ever think that there's different things. It's like, Midat Adin is one thing. It's all, as I explained to you before, it's all filters in which the light of Hashem comes out. But by themselves, they have nothing. It's not an entity that operates by itself. As much as Malachim don't operate by themselves. Hashem is the one, Kol Lakochot, all the powers in the world. Everything. There isn't one thing that generates its own power by itself, yesh me'ayin, by itself. Like, they used to think in the Middle Ages, the famous experiments that they used to teach, I don't know, for 4th grade, and they used to take jelly and whatever, bread, and put it in a jar and close the jar, and all of a sudden they will have maggots there crawling out. You see, they will create out of nowhere. Bria yesh me'ayin, creation out of nowhere. And you know that it's not like this, because there's bacteria, and it's not. There is nothing that generates by itself. Everything in this world is a result of the original initiation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu power when He created the world. Nothing is self-propelled by itself. Nothing. You think about it. Everything. The fact that I was able to lift my hand here is not because of me. It's because HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, and then He put things in motion. That ability to lift my hand is a result of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, not me. I strike a match. I made fire. It didn't make fire. The potential of the fire was there. Who put the potential there? God put the potential there. He's Ilat Ilot. He's the reason of all reasons. And the cause of all causes. And all the powers in the world come from Him. Don't think otherwise. If so, that's borderline idol worshipping. Borderline idol worshipping. If not, idol worshipping. There's God and God only. There's no other combinations. There is one, as much as a person has only one father, You now have two fathers. There's one father. That's it. Now, these are the Jews. Shomrim Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Ve'akol emet, and everything is the truth. Ve'sod ha'emet. And that is the secrets of all truth. The truth has to be truthful as the word emet. In emet you have aleph, which represents the beginning of the alphabet, the Hebrew alphabet, taf, which is the end, and mem, which is the middle. The truth has to be truthful from beginning to the middle to the end. It's a very difficult thing to do. There's no such thing as a white lie, a black lie, a pink lie, or a purple lie. There is such thing. That's the lie and that's the truth. It's the truth and that's the lie. There's no half a truth. Half a truth is a lie. There's no such thing. Emet is emet, from beginning to an end. It has to be an entity from beginning to an end. And it says, Umesaimim, and how do we finish this? We say, Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, right? And when we say at the end, Hashem Elokechem Emet. And that's something very important to remember and to realize. To be a Shomer Torah u'mitzvot, first of all, you have to be a truthful person. Because Chazal tells us, Hashem Emet. He is the truth. Torato Emet. And the seal of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and everything is Emet. You cannot be in proximity to God and to live life of a lie. So much that when the Gemara in Chagigah tells us, when we had the 4 sages that ascended up through deep meditative practices into the spiritual world. In other words, they're very interesting. The souls kind of left their bodies and went up over there. Before they started, Rabbi Akiva warned them. He said, guys, when you go up there, be careful. You're going to come to a place of Avnei Shaish. It looks like marble. But it's so shining that you're going to come there and you're going to scream, water, water. Don't ever say that. Remember. Why? Because sheker could not be b'mechitzat HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you know the result, that only one came back from that the way he came out, and that was Rabbi Akiva. Right? One died, one lost it, one became a heretic, threw it all behind, and Rabbi Akiva came like that. And you have to understand that the ones that so-called that died, he died because the same thing happened to Moshe Rabbeinu. His neshama went up and refused to come down. Doesn't want to come down. That's why it's very dangerous. There's very few people can do that. The other Chacham that came back and wasn't with it anymore, because it's very difficult for you. It's very difficult. You need tremendous amount of kochot, of powers, to be able to stay loyal to the truth when you are surrounded with a word of a lie. For him, it was so strong, he lost it. He couldn't. He just can't. Basically, he lost it. And one said, "This is not for me." He lost it altogether. He saw something in Shamayim, interpreted the wrong way, threw it all behind. Rabbi Akiva came back. One of the reasons is because he also had children. He had a daughter, which brought him to come back. But that's a different case. It's very hard. It's very hard. But the fact that it's hard should not be an excuse to allow you not to live truthful life. There's nothing better than the truth. My father told me many years ago, he said, listen, always, if not say, at least try to say the truth. Most people would not appreciate you for saying the truth. But nobody could ever blame you that you did not say the truth. And that by itself is already an accomplishment. So I wish on everybody, shenichye chaye emet, we should live truthful life. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should help us to learn His Torah emet. And we should realize that Hashem is emet, Hashem echad. Have a great day.